everyone, this is CricketSong with Lunar Wisdom, and you are watching another Tarot Spreads video. In this Tarot Spreads video, we're going to go over the spread, the solution to the problem. This tarot spread can be found in this book, Illustrated Tarot Spreads by Filner and Schreiner. And this particular spread can be found on page 60. On page 60 here. The solution to the problem, and the little underlying subtitle is The Game of Fate. So this is the spread we're doing on page 60. It is 4 cards, pretty simple spread, and so the Game of Fate, solution to the problem. So the first card is here. This is the first position, and that's my problem or the theme of what we're looking at. Card number 2 is here, what I cannot change. Card number 3, what I need to do to my task. Card number 4, what alternative do I still have? And card number 5 is Sum of the Digits card. How will it continue for me now? And that's what we're looking at here. Okay, solution to the problem. So the first card, we're going to look at it with the Rider-Waite, and after that we're going to use the Greenwich Tarot and compare to see if it would read any differently. So let's take a look. Let's reveal the cards. So card number 1 is my problem or the theme. Card number 2 is what I cannot change. Card number 3, what I need to do my work or my task. Card number 4, what alternative do I still have? And card number 5, the Sum of the Digits card. How will it continue for me now? 4 cards. 5 cards. Sorry, 5 cards. Okay, first one. My problem or the theme of this problem, the solution to the problem, the Game of Fate. It's the 7 of Cups reversed. So generally so actually the first thing we notice, there are 2 reversed cards. The first card and the 4th card are reversed. And then we have 3 upright. So we sort of have an equal in that. 1 major arcana card, and then we have 1 of each suit. So we have representation of everything here. So there's a nice balance. So how I would read this is there's sort of a balance of reversed and upright cards and 1 of each of the suits and 1 major arcana. This tells me that this is pretty balanced. What's going on now, even though it's a problem or I'm perceiving what's going on as a problem, it's a pretty well-balanced situation. So I don't feel like, as much as it may feel like a major problem, it's not a major problem. That there is a solution is what we're looking at for, the solution. And I feel like the energies of everything are present. So that really gives us a nice energetic vibration to work with when we're looking to find a solution to our problem. So that's first what I would look at. So then the first card, my problem or the theme, being the 7 of Cups reversed. This would tell me that generally when we see, or when I see the 7 of Cups upright, it talks to me about so many different possibilities. It talks to me about all these possibilities. They could turn out in a very positive way for me. Like no decision is a bad decision except not making a decision at all. But these are reversed. So I almost feel like what we're looking at here is that there are so many options, but none of these options feel satisfying. So whatever I'm dealing with whatever the problem is, my solution is that maybe I'm looking too broad. I'm looking out of the box, but I'm not really, I'm looking at the symptoms and not the root of the problem. And because I'm looking at, I've casted my net too far out, I need to sort of bring it in, bring it closer. Look for the root of the problem instead of just trying to deal with all the symptoms. So that would be the problem. The problem is I'm looking for too many options instead of looking for that one right one for me at this point. What I cannot change is the star. This is what I cannot change. And what I would look at here is generally I don't believe in fate or destiny, but in this position, in this spread, I would say I can't change my future. I can't change my fate. I can't change my destiny. And what I feel like here, I would interpret that as saying, there's already something I've predetermined for myself. There's something I have been working towards manifesting, and that manifestation is coming. It may be a consequence of actions I've done, and I can't really change the consequence. I've sort of set this up in a specific way, and I've built up so much momentum to go towards this particular end that no matter how hard I try, it's coming. No matter what I do, it's coming. And I almost feel like here the star is saying, you asked for this. You asked for it, and the gods and the spirits and the universes worked to manifest it. You're so close now. You can't change it. It's going to happen. And I almost feel like the cards are telling me be prepared for it because this is what you wanted. And even if you're having second guesses now, you're going to just have to experience this and then decide what to do from there. And that's how I would read that. Card number 3, what I need to do, or what is my task right now. And this is the Six of Athames. And I feel like what this card is telling me is that what I need to do right now is I need to sort of separate myself from something right now there's something that's causing me stress. There's something that's causing me anxiety. There's something that's causing me discomfort. And what I need to do is I need to separate myself from that. I need to move away from that and find a place of joy and a place of contentment, because I almost feel like what the cards are saying is that if I stay where I am, when what I've asked for manifests, it's going to turn to shit. And I need to move out of this shitty, dark cloud to find some happiness so that when this manifests, it'll manifest for me when I'm in a better mood, better frame of mind, when I'm in a better vibration, because this is coming. And if I'm in this shitty place, then when it comes, it's going to be shit too, kind of thing. That's what I feel like these two cards are suggesting. The fourth card, what alternative do I still have? The Ace of Pentacles is here and it's reversed. So generally I feel like the Ace of Pentacles is talking about stability. It's talking about a situation, a new situation of prosperity, stability, abundance, grounding, everything that the earth or the pentacle represents. But because this is reversed, I feel like we don't have that. I don't have that. There's a possibility to have that, but for whatever reason, I'm not feeling it, so I'm not recognizing it. I have a chance to be grounded, but I'm not grounding myself. I have a chance for prosperity, but I'm not taking that. I'm ignoring it, or I'm allowing other people to take it from me, kind of thing. So the alternative I have is to sort of flip it around. I feel like the alternative I have is to be grounded, is to recognize where I am, because I'm not recognizing it. And this is what I feel like the alternative is, not to sort of move away from the shit, but to ground myself in that shit. That's what I can do. It's definitely a choice. But I feel like, you know, when I'm looking at something that's coming that I've wanted to manifest, and if I look at the first card, which is talking about not seeing all these choices, or seeing all these choices and not recognizing that I need to be more aware of what's right in front of me. Instead, I'm looking for something more in the distance. If I just recognize that this desire is going to manifest, I'm just not in a positive place or a good mood, if I switch that and then ground myself in that, when it manifests, it'll be wonderful. I'll feel fulfilled. So the sum of the digits of the cards, how will it continue for me now? I see the Four of Wands here, and this talks about partnership. It talks about teamwork. It talks about celebrating what I have right in front of me and using what I have in front of me to my advantage in a positive way, not in an unhealthy way, but in a healthy way. You know, shifting the energy that's right here so that it's available for me to use to manifest. So I feel like how will it continue for me if I recognize the things, the people, the situations, the energy that I'm in, and I transmute it or transform it and ground myself in it, then this is gonna turn out good for me. And that's how I would read this. So let's take a look at the same spread with the Greenwich Tarot and see if it would change the reading at all. So I'm just going to put these cards. A lot of times these cards, because they're very similar to the Rider-Waite, they don't change a lot of the different readings. And as I look at this, I mean, the first card is the only card I might change. All the other cards, and maybe this card, but the rest of the cards look very similar. Now the first card, when I see the Seven of Chalices, when I'm using the Greenwich Tarot, this card specifically talks to me about communicating with our spirit guides or the energies around us, listening to our spiritual allies, spirit guides, ancestors, beloved dead, whatever it is that we work with in the spirit realm. This talks about opening ourselves up in order to receive the guidance that we're looking for, because there is a bunch of guidance and insight that we could gain if we only allow ourselves to open up. Now, because this is in reverse, this would suggest to me that I've closed myself off to spiritual guidance from outside influences. I'm not listening to my beloved dead. I'm not listening to the Fae. I'm not listening to my spirit guides. I'm not listening to the ancestors. I'm not listening to any non-physical entity. And this may even say I'm not listening to advice from physical entities either. I'm just shutting myself down, shutting myself off, and disconnecting myself. I've spilt all my cups out. That's how I would read that card, and that may change some of the other connection to the other cards, because when I see that, I would really say that this is about someone's spiritual path if I saw that card. What I cannot change, I would still read that in the same way, sort of like I can't change what I've called out for myself. In this case, if we're talking about a spiritual journey, I would say that I can't call back a spell I might have cast to open up to the spirit realm. Maybe I'm tapping into my psychic abilities, mediumship abilities, and I can't change that because I've sort of already opened the door. What do I need to do my task? I would still read this very similarly. Separate myself from the situations that are causing me pain. Separate myself from those people who don't support me. Separate myself from the job that isn't supportive, that devalues me. That's, move away, leave. I might even take that as a physical leaving a situation, like up and removing myself from a situation. It could even talk about moving residence, if that's the case. And all the other cards, partnership, I still would read in that way. And what do I don't have? I don't have stability. I would still read that in the same way as well. So this is how I would read this spread. If you use the solution to the problem spread, please share your results, share what deck you use, and share how the spread worked for you if you tried it out. And until next time, I love you. Blessed be.